here, and this video I'll be reviewing set number 70902. This set costs £25. It's called Catwoman Catcycle Chase. Here's the first bill of the set. The first bill of this set is a gem shop, and this gem shop has a very nice sign outside it. Unfortunately, it is a sticker, but it is quite a nice sticker. And it shows a gem with gem cat ears and whiskers on it, and that's quite a nice sticker. Very nice Easter egg to the character who's going to be robbing the bank. And also there's another sticker here which I really do wish was a printed piece, but I'm not sure Lego can print on transparent pieces or something. But anyway, it says closed. I sort of wish there was an alternate door which said open, but I guess considering this is meant to be at night time and Catwoman's robbing it, it sort of makes sense as to why there isn't. But yeah, that sticker looks quite nice. Both of the stickers in this set add a lot of detail. And also, talking of detail, there's this lamppost build, which is very simple yet very nice. Just shows a light here, and the post here, and it's just a basic lamppost. Also, there are these bricks, which look very nice and show brick detail, which is quite nice. There's also this very nice pattern outside here. In general, this shop just has a very nice look to it, apart from around the back and on the interior. I sort of wish you could take the roof off, but you can't, so that's a small downside to this shop. Also on the side, there is a poster which says help and shows someone clinging from a tree, so I'm not sure what that's a reference to. Well, I think it might actually be a cat instead of an actual person, so I guess that's another link to the character of Catwoman, and perhaps she put that poster there herself to say that there's a cat stuck on a tree. I don't know, but that's quite a nice detail. And there's also a recycling bin here, or at least I assume that's what it is. It's a green box piece, so it could be anything you want. But that's what I'm going to call it anyway. And along the roof there's not much detail apart from the sign and a few extractor fans. And inside there really isn't anything at all. I mean, there's 2 gems for Catwoman to steal, although in the box art it only shows her stealing one, but she can steal both. Only she won't be able to hold on to a motorbike, so I wouldn't recommend doing that with the minifig, unless you can find an alternate way of storing it. Perhaps get a Lego burlap sack piece or something. Well, that isn't included in the set. You could do that if you have that piece spare. And other than the 2 diamonds, there's not really much, but considering the size of this, I'm okay with that. I just really wish there was a cash register or just something else to add a little more detail. But overall, this store looks really nice, and there's only a few flaws with it. It's quite a nice side build to the set. Here's the second build of the set, and the second build of the set is Catwoman's motorbike. I have to say, this overall has a very nice design to it. And it sort of looks like a chopper bike, which looks really nice since Lego doesn't redo bikes that look like this in brick built or moulded form. And this bike just looks really nice. I mean, there are 2 big exhausts at the back, there's a wheel which is raised up slightly, and the wheels are purple. There's all sorts of purple and black detailing all around, mixed and matched in between the 2 colours. And that looks really nice, definitely captures Catwoman's colour scheme overall, especially the version in this set, which I'll get to later. But yeah, also at the front there is a purple light, there are some handlebars, and there's also a little bit of printing down here to show engine outlets, I think. And there's also a wheel at the back, wheel at the front, and there's a printed console which just shows a gauge and a red light and a toggle which can be toggled around. And that is pretty nice because it shows fire detail around there in purple and a black cat head where the dial is. So that's quite a nice little detail. I mean, that could have just been a basic dial piece, but they actually went with a unique print, which is really nice. And there's where Catwoman would sit or stand. And at the back there's a blocker, which is a one of these pieces in metallic gunmetal grey, and that is a clip piece which works very well as the seat here. I mean, they could have used a pre-moulded seat, but they used that piece, and that's quite a nice assembly. And that can go down and up, and you can angle it however you want, so that's quite nice. At the back there's a little light, and there are also a few sort of jumper pieces underneath so that it can roll really well. Overall, I really like the design of this bike, although there are a few things which I don't like, which are these blue pins and the fact that there are 2 holes of Technic holes right there. I mean, those are only minor gripes, and overall this bike just looks really nice and really sleek and really Catwoman-like. The first minifig of the set. The first minifig of the set is Robin, and this version of Robin looks really nice. I mean, this version of Robin looks like it's straight out of the Batman movie. It has a really cartoony feel to it. And the main reason for that is this headpiece, which is goggles and basically its eyes and hair piece. The hair has a really nice curve to it, and the eyes are really animated. One's sort of squinting and one is fully open, and they look really wide and give him a really unique look. Also, he has lots of nice bright colours, like this yellow, this green, this red. Overall, he just looks like a really nice animated version of Robin. And that's what the version of Robin is in the Batman movie, so this version matches that. Also, he has two really nice facial expressions. I mean, one is a big smile, and that matches the sort of bubbly side of Robin in the Batman movie. And he also has a sort of confused or scared face. There it looks scared, and here it looks confused and a little bit derpy, and that's sort of funny. And overall, this minifig is just a really nice version of Robin, a very unique version of Robin as well. And the cape is really nice because it's metallic on the inside. Minifigure set. And the second minifigure set is Batgirl, and this version of Batgirl looks really cool. With the purple and yellow colour scheme, it matches the comic book version of Batgirl very well, and looks really nice and really unique. I mean, not many other minifigs wear yellow and purple together, and it sort of clashes yet looks cool together, and those colours are really nice to have together in a costume for a superhero. And also, there is a yellow bat symbol printed onto her torso, and there's some metallic printing there, so I assume that's some metal plates. And there's some dual moulded legs which have yellow and purple. There's some printing on those which shows some boots, and there's some stitch work around the side of those on either side. And she has the same bat belt as Batman, which is in yellow, and that's quite a nice new mould. It just shows some pouches, and around the back it shows some pouches and some bullets, I think, or something, or Batarang storage or something. And talking of Batarangs, she has new moulded yellow Batarangs, which look really nice in yellow. I mean, it sort of looks a bit cheesy and silly, but it sort of matches the Batman movie style, and plus it matches her colour scheme, so it works well. And you could also use these with Robin, who's included in the set, so that worked out well. And also, she has a very nice helmet mould, and this helmet mould sort of shows her helmet and her hairpiece. And because those are separate pieces, you can do this. You can angle it so it looks like it's blowing in the wind, or blowing in the other direction, or partly that side, or partly on this side, and you can even do this. So it looks like it's blowing above her head. I mean, I'm not sure why that would happen, but you can do it. And it's quite nice how the cowl is in purple, because the previous version was in black, so now there's some variants. And it makes this version a bit more unique to the previous version of Batgirl, which we got in 2014, I think, with the Joker Steamroller set. But anyway, this version has a yellow cape, which sort of shows metallic detailing on the inside, and on the outside it's sort of a orangey yellow colour. And that's quite a nice cape. It's the soft, newer style of cape, so nice to get on a sort of superhero style of one of those. And her facial expressions do look a bit odd because they're sort of squeezed together to fit into the mask, but when you put the mask on they work well. One is a smiling expression, and that sort of reminds me of Wildstyle for some reason. I'm not even sure why. She has a bit of lipstick on and has some eyeliner, and she even has a little beauty mark there. I'm not sure whether you can see it, but it's just a dot on her face. I think that's what those are called. Anyway, the other expression looks very angry. I'd say she sort of looks very young, and I'm assuming this is Batgirl when she's a teenager or something, or maybe in her 20s, I don't know. But there are different versions of Batgirl which are different ages, and I think this is the youngest one, so yeah. And the torso print also shows some lines around here, and it shows some hip outlining as well. And this minifig overall is just a great version of Batgirl. There's a little bit of printing on the back. I really like this minifig. It's a really nice minifig, and I don't have any other Batgirl minifigs, and this is the cheapest way to get the Lego Batman movie, Batgirl. The third minifigure set. And the third minifigure set is Catwoman. And this version of Catwoman comes with a black whip, which, if you haven't seen a Lego whip piece before, basically how it works is you pull back, and it extends back into the normal shape that it was before. So that's quite a nice piece, and I think this is the first one I have in black, and potentially the first time it's been done in black. and it also has some sort of moulded details down here. But anyway, onto the actual minifig rather than the actual accessory that they come with. This minifig is very nice. I mean, there's a zip detail down here, which also has a cat head right there. There's some hip detail there showing the slender hips of Catwoman, and also she has a purple bat belt, which is exclusive to this set, and it's quite nice to have this piece in purple already, considering it came out in this theme, and it's only just been introduced. It's quite nice to have an exclusive version of this piece in a cheap set. And also, there's some other printing on the torso showing some various metal lines and details and stuff. Not sure exactly what that is, but it's quite nice. Definitely gives quite a nice shine to this minifig. And also, it makes the minifig stand out a bit more, because if it were just plain purple, then it would look a bit plain, but it's not, so that's quite nice. And also, there are some details continuing down from there. And also, if you take the belt off, you can see that the zip continues down to around the waist. And also, this Catwoman minifig has printing on the back, which sort of shows the spine of the suit, and it shows some other details and lines around there. And also, this Catwoman has arm printing, which is really nice and really intricate. Not sure what that's meant to be, but there's lots of lines there. And it's the same detail on this side, only reversed, so it fits for this side. And this Catwoman has a very nice sort of mask piece, or cowl piece, I guess. And that piece has goggles, and it's the same Catwoman cowl as before, only now they're goggles, and they are moulded and printed on. They're moulded in purple, and then there's the printing which shows silver detail to make them stand out a bit more. As always, the strap had a sort of brown printing around it, and that was a bit lazy how they didn't do that, but considering how great the rest of the minifig looks, I'm okay with that. Also, the face print, one is smiling and sort of a bit mischievous, and the other one is very angry and annoyed. And the eyes look really nice on both of the faces. They look better on these ones than these ones, I'm not sure why that is, but yeah. The angry ones look a bit odd, but these ones look really cool. It sort of shows green lenses of the goggles, and they sort of have a bit of sort of sunlight detail there, and that's really nice. There's some black outline around that. She's wearing a bit of lipstick, as you can see from the red lips, and also you can see that on the other face, and it's basically the same, only the angry eyes look a bit sort of weird, and like she's an alien or something, whereas these create a really nice goggle effect. I mean, it might be different from minifig to minifig, which eyes look better, but yeah, there's that with the cowl on, and as you can see, with the cowl it looks a lot better. I mean, without it on it doesn't look very good, although you could use it like that, because it does look okay. And overall, this minifig is just really well done. Just really wish there was a bit of printing around here, but that's no big deal, considering how great the rest of the minifig looks. It's probably the best version of Catwoman LEGO has done. I'd really like to see this suit done in black, since there's a version like that in LEGO Batman 3. And hopefully they'll do that in the future, but for the Batman movie, purple works perfectly fine. Overall, I really like this set. I mean, it's not the best Batman movie set, but it's definitely not the worst. I mean, you have 3 really nice minifigs, one of which is exclusive, and 1 really nice build, 1 decent build, which has a few flaws with it, so for that I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10, and that's it for this review. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you later, alligator.